Good afternoon, welcome back to the Mini Performance Workshops. As you can see behind me, there's a whole pile of minis and pretty much everyone is broken. So that's good. Today I thought I'd give you a quick update on where we are with the fleet, what's happening with which car after last week's interesting video. So we'll start with behind me. Oh, the battery's flat already. So we'll start with behind me. Underneath we have the B20 VTEC Project to Be. Nothing much happening with that one at the moment. I've still got some more bodywork to do with the front, and then it'll go away for blasting and painting and all the rest of the welding, etc, etc. Up on top you can see Austin, the 8-port. Unfortunately the oil leak is still not fixed on that one. What I've done off camera is I've taken off the timing cover again and resealed it, and it still leaks, which is depressing. So all it can be is the actual timing cover itself, or the front plate that it mounts to. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to replace the whole lot with a DSN cover, which is the one I bought when I was doing Bumblebee to replace the outer part of the Specialist Components cover, because it's all the same part. So what I'll do is I'll put that one on Austin, and hopefully that should fix the oil leak on that one. Moving across, that one there under the grey cover is the VTEC Clubman Estate. Engine rebuild or refresh is sort of complete. It was just basically cam belts and some seals. Gearbox is on our workbench there. That's going to be reassembled with the Quaife diff, and then that'll all go back together and go in the car fairly soon. Moving across, the red one you can see under cover there, that's Bumblebee, and you can see its engine sitting there looking sad. There we go, there it is. There it is. That's the engine and that's all the bits. As you saw on the last video, the block is knackered. So what I'm going to do to fix that is I'm going to have that block linered and then rebored to 1293, and hopefully that should fix it. There's another 2 blocks that are going to go for machining at the same time, get the cam bearings. There's one 1380 that's worn and won't rehorn anymore, so that's going to go and get linered and bored to 1293. And then there's the 1293 engine that was in Bumblebee when it was 5-port, I think. Or was it the first 8-port one? It might be in the 8-port normally aspirated one, but that had a bad cylinder, so that's going to get taken out to the next overbore, and new cam bearings and etc fitted onto that one. And then in the background we have the Clubby Estate Vauxhall engine. Absolutely no progress on that one since probably last year's August update. The jobs on that are still to change the drive shafts and the outer CVs back to the original AMT ones, now that I have the proper circlips. And I have not an oil leak, well I have an oil leak, it's Vauxhall, but I have an oil leak, not an oil leak, I have a brake stop laughing. I have a brake fluid leak on one caliper which I need to sort out. But that's all that needs doing on that one, but it is so far down the list it's not even funny, because all these lot are ahead of that one on the list. The other one is the Sprite 8-port, which you saw me do some rebuild of the engine of probably about a month ago. Link above my head to those videos. That's going back together. The plan of action is to, well, it's already happened actually, is to put the 8-port head that was on Bumblebee on that one, because it's 1380, and MED say the big valve head is fine to put on 1380s, but not on small bore stuff like what I had it, which is why the valve was just to say kissing the edge of the bore. And obviously having a big valve that close to the bore as well, it's not going to flow that well. So, you know, valve shrouding and all that sort of palaver. So the plan is to put the road head that's on Austin on Bumblebee, and the full race head has gone onto the Sprite. I'll put some pictures here where you can see me putting it together. It's all been getting cleaned up and reassembled. And then the 8-port head that Phil's got is coming back, and it will go on Bumblebee. No, it won't. Right. No, because it'll go on the 8. It's not confusing, is it? The 8-port head that Phil has will go on Austin, because it's a big valve head as well, and Austin is 1380. Yeah, and then the road head. So the head from that one goes on that one. The head from that one has gone on the other one, and the head that's away goes on that one over there. Yeah, it's simple really, isn't it? So yeah, a lot of swappage, but there's no big rush. All the shows and stuff are cancelled, as everybody knows. There's 1 or 2 things happening in September, but I'm not even interested in doing those. I've got far too much stuff on, and then there's also customer cars that won't work as well, like an oil change on Jason's Mini, because you've seen, or no, you probably won't have seen yet, but you will see the rebuild or partial rebuild of his rear brakes, and that needs finishing as well. It's wiring to do on his car, and it needs an engine build, the same as what we did on Karen's car last year, because it's never had one, and it's that sort of age where it really needs it, because it leaks out of everything. Every orifice it can do, it leaks out of. And then Mark's car needs an engine refresh as well, and there's probably more, but you get the gist of it. Busy. So like, comment, subscribe, all the usual jazz. Keep up to date on what we're doing, and I'll see you in our next video, which I don't know what it'll be. It might be something to do with the reorganisation in here. You can see there over my shoulder I got given a parts washer. So this weekend we've been making a frame for it to sit on. That just needs a bit more finishing, and then we need to give it all a good clean out. Got some new shelving there, and it's big enough that you can just about get a mini subframe on it, which is pretty damn cool. So yeah, we're finally getting that ergonomics thing sorted in here. So yeah, oh, I should show you what I've done on the lift as well quickly. Okay. Yeah, so as you can see, what I've done is I fitted LED strips down both sides across the ends, and you know, fully fitted out with LED strips now, and it really does help illuminate the bottom of the car when you're working on it. Yeah, so that's the update on the lift. It's been getting plenty of use, and we've also, Christopher did this, put some warning label or tape on it, because some clock kept tripping over these because they were painted grey. That was me. Yeah, so that's it. Next video, as I said, will probably be on the reorganisation in here or something. I have no idea, but work's getting insane at the moment, so that's it.